Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. If it's your first time on the channel, my name is Justice and this is my YJ. So if you've seen some of the videos in the past, you know that I lifted my YJ recently and I love it. I think the ride is much better. I love sitting up a little bit higher, but the only problem is it's a little bit difficult for some people to get in the YJ. So I decided to get some side steps. When it comes to side steps, there's a couple trains of thought. One, some people go without them because it gives the appearance that the Jeep is actually a little bit higher than it actually is. And others actually use body armor that bolts into the frame. Since this is a pavement princess, I just needed side steps to help people get into the Jeep. So on this video, what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up some Quadratec Side Steps, show you what all is in there, show you the tools we're gonna need, and then we're gonna install it on the YJ. All right, 2 black textured side steps and then all the hardware that goes along with it. And of course, the instructions. So we're gonna read through this, find out what tools we need, get everything laid out, and then put this on the YJ. All right, so let's take a closer look at the hardware and the tools that we're gonna need. So these 2 side steps come with these 4 brackets and these 4 bolts that each have a lock washer and washer. So to do this install, we need the 5/8 socket so that we can undo the body mount bolts. And then we're gonna put on these brackets using the same hardware and get that tightened up just, snug, not torqued down. After we do that, we're going to use the 3/4 socket to mount the side step to the mounts. Once we have all that onto the Jeep, we can torque everything down. Torque specs for this are going to be 45 foot-pounds for the body mount bolts and then 65 foot-pounds for the bolts that hold the step to the bracket. The tools that we're gonna need here are a 3/4 and 5/8 socket. I have a deep socket and also a short socket right here. Because the body mount bolts on this might give me a little bit of trouble, I have a breaker bar to help break them loose. I have a 3/8 and 1/2 inch ratchet over here. And then also I have my torque wrench so we can torque everything down at the very end of it. Now it's time to get this installed so my parents can finally step into the Jeep. And for this mounting bracket, I'm gonna mount it using this slot here so that the side step sits out further. Quick note, whenever you're putting the bracket on the front side of the car, you can actually reach up around the body right there to help align the nut with the bolt. I've got the driver's side step right here and I'm gonna leave the bubble wrap on it in case this drops while I'm trying to put it on. I don't want it to get scratched. I know eventually it's gonna get scratched, but at least while it's getting installed, I don't want it to get scratched. If you leave the end of the side steps on the rubber piece right here, it says remove before installation. Quadratec actually says that you should leave them on. They recommend leaving these on for the install and not taking them off. Let's get one more look at the YJ without the side steps. Here you go, last time. So, now as you can see behind me, the side step is on the YJ. So now we need to torque it down. It's gonna be 45 foot-pounds on the body mounts and 65 foot-pounds on the bolts that go to the side step. We gotta repeat those steps over here on the passenger side. all torqued down. So here's the finished product right here. All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Side steps on the YJ. Went on extremely easy. Anyone can do this install. It's 8 bolts total, that's it. 4 on the body, 4 on the steps. When I was modifying the Jeep and I put the transfer case drop on it, I didn't like the fact that you could see the transfer case sitting lower. It made the ground clearance look a lot worse. I wasn't even expecting this, but the side step actually covers up a lot of the transfer case from the side view, and I think it makes it look much better. But tell me what you think in the comments section below. Once again, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe. It helps the channel a lot. Remember to like this video, and I'll see you in the next video.